And one thing I learned very early on was that you've got to enjoy that journey. So I always put that spin on anything I'm doing. If there's something that I think, I don't really want to do this, or, I'm going to say, right, what am I going to learn out of it? Let's enjoy this process. So that's the first step, which is that whoever we are, whatever we are, we're going to cheer up. There are so many challenges we could focus on. There are so many difficulties that we could highlight. But no, first of all, put yourself into the right mode, a mode of joy that will enable you to enjoy your journey and also to get through to your chosen destination.
Everything we know how to do in life could actually be transformed into money for us. I think we need to pay attention to that.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
Anything we know how to do can be transformed into money for us. Okay, now let me spend some few seconds there to talk about this. What is business? Business is all about value. In that you do something for somebody else, you add value to somebody else, and that person give you an exchange of value, which is money. Now, what you do is not really money, is you are adding value to people. What if through your writing you could tell story that will inspire other people? That is value.
It's something that I had to learn, and just through the methodology, as you say, of putting up a book, someone's marriage can be saved, someone's life can be healed, somebody can be delivered, set free, somebody else is looking to set up their own business. How did you do it? Oh, I'm going to read this book by Napoleon Hill. Oh, I'm going to read this volume, and found out how they did. And I've always been an avid reader of books from a very young age. So my name is Gervis Mensah. I am indeed a wife and a mother first and foremostly, but also I'm a qualified accountant, a pastor, and now an author as well. 4 books, and out of that, you can connect with me, and I look forward to hearing from you, to hearing your feedback. I'm very keen to hear people's thoughts as they read through the book. Use the facility to put a review on there, because that will help me as I go on and work on other books and on other projects, to do with book writing, to know what is it that you need help with? What area is it in your life? As I said, we're called to greatness. There's greatness on the inside of you. What is it that stops you from fulfilling your goals? And I think it's great that at this time of year, a lot of people are looking to do New Year's resolutions. Now, we want those New Year's resolutions with a difference, because by the end of the year, wherever you might be on that watch night, on the 31st of the 12th, you'll be reviewing your list of goals, and you'll be saying, yes, I accomplished my goal. I was able to break out from my shyness. I was able to put into action. And this is what we want, because when you're able to do that, then those that are around you are going to be inspired. Can you imagine having a world that is working together for good? No one's got time then to be caught up in crime and to be doing things that are not helpful to mankind. No, because we're working on our goals. So please do reach out to me. I'm so privileged even to be here today on this broadcast. And I want to thank you, for this opportunity to come and to speak to the 5 billion.
You're welcome. That is literally true. There are over 5 billion people who are potential listeners of this conversation. So we're not going to shortchange ourselves. We're going to put ourselves there.
Come on. Yes.
We're going to intentionally do that. That is why we are here. All right. So now we have talked about this important conversation, telling people to wise up, to rise up, and to show their face, to claim what belongs to you. Yeah. Because it's not going to come to you just on a platter of gold, just by sleeping on your bed. No, you're going to go out and ask the universe for it. Go out and ask for it.
Yeah.
You must ask for it. Take action. All right. Now, what is the final thought here? What do you want the people to go away with as a conclusion of this conversation? Please go ahead.
Okay, so, as I was thinking about this, at this time of year, a lot of people are sitting down watching sporting activities. It might be football, it might be, weightlifting. But one of the things is for somebody to take a part, you have to show up and occupy your space. So I want you to think about, hearer, listener, where is it that you are occupying? What space is it in this world? Where are you showing up? Could you imagine watching the football and there's no players on the pitch? Well, there is a place for you to show up and take action. So today, as we, in the last few days of 2023, I want you to reflect on where is it that you're going? Where is it that, you may have made mistakes in the past, but this is your time to correct those mistakes and to move into your destiny. Because I'm telling you, joy is awaiting you on this journey. Strength, assets, talents. We talked about value and we talked about money as well. All of these blessings are waiting for you there. So take action, rise up, occupy your space, and don't let anyone take that.
Thank you so much for that. That is highly interesting and it's highly effective as a way to end the year, as a way to also begin a new year. Because what happened on December 31st is that a new year is born and the old year is dead. But in the exchange, you are in the middle because you are still here. You see both the old and the new. But what are you bringing into the new? That is a question for you. Because you have seen both of them. I see most people, actually at this time of the year, a lot of people talk about goal and talk about what they would like to do. And sometimes they even manage to write it down. But many never follow it up. Therefore, it never materializes. Yeah. Because for you to materialize your goal, you need to work on it every day, not just in December or in January. Because, of course, January is very close to December. You talk about it in December, you sort of let the people know that, okay, you are thinking of something, you want to work on something. Then as you move into January, you are still fresh with it. But that is not where it really happened. Where it happened is as you move beyond March, you are in April. Are you still having the idea? Are you still working on it? Because it's not going to be easy when you get to May. And by June, if you are still remembering that you had a goal, then you are working. Because then it becomes whether you really mean it. Because if you don't really mean it, by the end of April, you have forgotten it. Now, I want to believe that there are some people out there who really want to take these things serious. Because I just said that we have over 5 billion people on the internet. Now, I want to say also another important thing. That there is a sector that is really breaking it. The e-learning sector, the e-learning industry, which is basically the information economy, where you create information and sell this information to other people. You don't need to sell physical product. It can be a course, it can be a book, it can be a podcast, it can be, but you are essentially sharing value with people and earning money from it. This is a creative economy. This is what is actually evoked today. That industry is trillions of dollars, is growing on an exponential rate. Why? Because there are a lot of people on the internet that are looking for solution. The question is, are you going to provide the solution? Are you going to be the consumer or the creators? Because the creators are the ones that are having something to leverage. The consumer have nothing to leverage. They don't have money. I want to really be honest on that. Many don't have money, but they are the ones that are spending the money. And that includes also their time. They are the one on their Facebook and Instagram just scrolling. They are just scrolling away their time. I did a webinar a couple of weeks ago. I was telling people, I was literally saying, take your phone, change the orientation. Instead of you just looking at it, turn it around, flip it like this. Make sure the camera is looking at you. And what you need to do from that moment on is to speak to it. Make sure people see you. Make sure people listen to you. Because if you do that, then you have something that you can leverage. If you don't do that, then you become part of the statistics. You become part of the numbers who are making the internet to be 5 billion people. But you have nothing to get out of it. Because if you go to the market with no intention, just to flip away your time, move from A to Z, from east to west in the market, of course, the market will still close when it is time to close. But nobody is going to take something and put it into your pocket. It doesn't work like that. So you're going to go home empty-handed. Of course, you are part of the population in the market. So the question is, who are you as we are moving into 2024? Do you have an intention? Do you want to be able to become a partaker? That is, the harvest is rich. It's available for everybody. Are you going to waste your time, or you are going to go there and also harvest something for yourself? Now, we are preparing something interesting for businesses and also for entrepreneurs who want to take it seriously. We said 2024, we are going to have podcasts. I already have a podcast. I want to have businesses and entrepreneurs to own their podcast. Because podcast is one of the most powerful ways to market yourself. It helps you to own your voice. And when you own your voice, then you can sell whatever you want to sell on it. So if you are a business owner out there, you are an entrepreneur, you have been thinking of how do you own a podcast? How do you start a podcast? What are actually the integrity of it? Is it difficult? Is it complex? Listen, I will break it down for you. I will make it so simple for you that by this time, 2025, your podcast will be going. You have your own podcast, will be bringing in people to interview if you want to do the interview type. If you are the one who just want to speak, by 2025, December, you will be so happy that you made that decision. So the offer is still now available. It costs something ridiculously small, because we cannot make it free. Because what we also understand is that when it is free, people don't have any value for it. If you want to take it serious, you need to pay for it. So I will share the link with you. Let me see. Anyway, I will share the link with you later on for those that are interested in signing up. We are starting in the month of March. From the beginning of March to the end of March is when we are going to be doing this podcast training. So if you are interested, join us. Otherwise, you are just going to be a number in the internet. Nobody cares about you. Thank you so much, sister. I appreciate your time. It has been a pleasure here.
Thank you.
Hi, and thank you for checking out this short clip from Obehi Podcast. I'm Obehi Ewanfo, the host of the Obehi Podcast. This short clip was created from a full episode where we dive deep into this conversation. To see the entire video, all you need to do is to click on the link in the description of this video. Now, while you are there, I want to share something with you quickly. Are you a purpose-driven entrepreneur? Do you want to cut across the noise and attract the right audience, leveraging the power of storytelling? Now, pay attention. I'm currently working on a signature program to help you own your story and stand out for the competition. It's a 5-step journey to help reshape your professional and business narrative so you can drive success and stand out in the competition. And in less than 90 days. The link is what you see on your screen, academy.aclasses.org/story. Now, this is what we have understood. Storytelling is the most powerful instrument that is known to man. And this is what this could mean to you. You could either choose to own your story and leverage it to amplify your message and whatever you represent in this world, or some other person could own that story. The choice is yours. So why don't take advantage of your story and use it wherever you are, whether you are in business environment or you are a professional individual who want to be able to build your influence and leave a legacy behind because you represent something. You are owning your story. You are somebody whose story is important. So the choice again is yours. Now let's get started with this short clip.